You're making your scrolling addiction worse because you feel bad about scrolling. Ironically, if you stop feeling bad about scrolling, you would actually scroll less. And I found that with my own personal experience because I used to be exactly like you. I used to be scrolling for like 10, 12, 14 hours every single day. And every time that I try to get out of that scrolling loop, I actually want to improve my life. The one thing that I found was that I felt bad because I was scrolling. Like, don't get me wrong, I felt like a loser. But that feeling, instead of pushing me to motivate myself and go further, instead led to me using scrolling as a form of escapism. I started using scrolling as a way to escape the negative emotions instead of being the cause of me improving my life in the first place, right? You've probably experienced this as well. You've probably gone on days where you feel like, I hate scrolling. I want to improve my life. I don't want to feel like a loser. I want to make something. I want to feel productive. And you hype yourself up. You feel really good. Next day rolls around. Instantly you reach for your phone. And that kind of cycle happens only because of negative emotions. Mind you, it's not even your phone that's causing it. Your phone, like scrolling, is just a symptom of the problem. The real problem is that you're emotionally dysregulated. You feel awful, right? You feel disappointed in yourself. You feel ashamed. That emotion is the real problem. Now, I'm not saying that emotions are the problem. I'm saying that because you feel bad, you scroll. Not the other way around. It's not that you scroll. It's not that you feel bad because you scroll. You scroll because you feel bad. And so what's the solution to this, right? So you can't use this as negative motivation. You can't use these emotions in a positive way. So what should we do? Ignore it. And specifically, what I'm telling you to do and what really helped me is to stay neutral. Every time that you scroll again, or you get an urge to scroll, or you even just reach for your phone, instead of feeling bad, ashamed, or pissed off, neutral. And specifically, what really helps me is labeling it in my head like, oh, I just scrolled for 3 hours. Like, oh, I just messed up. That's it. All I do is say it in my head, move on with my life. Because what might end up happening if you don't do this is that, let's say you get an urge to scroll. You reach for your phone and you mess up. You don't even scroll that long, realistically. Like maybe half an hour, maybe just an hour. Realistically, not that much compared to what you're probably scrolling to right now, right? But you catch yourself that you're scrolling and you feel bad. Like you wanted to change your life. You promised yourself that you would change, and yet here you are. And I can guarantee you that in that moment where you catch yourself, when you feel bad, you're not going to stop scrolling. Instead, you're going to fall to the binge fallacy, realize that, well, I messed up today, I might as well keep going, and scroll for another 6 hours. It's what's going to happen, and I can tell you for a fact, because I lived through that myself. Instead, if you stay neutral, you can solve the problem. You can move on with your life. Problems don't get solved when you're emotional. They get solved when you're neutral and can move on. You know, don't get me wrong. My favorite music genres are hip hop and rock. I love getting pumped up. But with negative emotions, you gotta be careful, especially in an addiction like this where you feel bad about yourself. You feel like a loser, truth be told. It's not gonna help you. Stay neutral to actually move on and solve the problem. Now, if you want more insights like this, I help guys one-on-one with the scrolling addictions, but I don't help everyone. I help specifically the guys who I know were just like me, who want to build something and are willing to be accountable. So if you're willing to be accountable, There's a Google form in the description that you can fill out. It doesn't take long. It takes 1 minute. I'm not even joking. There's a Google form that you can fill out. Link in the description to see if you're the right fit for it.